Black Ram 313 back at you again, because you know this is therapeutic, man. Back again for another video. And in this video will be an uncharacteristic video. A video that's different from the traditional ones that I usually produce. As you are well aware of, this is a men's channel for all men. And on this channel, the goal is to uncover, unveil, to reveal the enigma that is the nature of the opposite gender. A look deep within the mind of the opposite gender. And as a man, this is often our favorite subject, and I'm not alone in this. However, I find it necessary, at least from time to time, to take a journey, an adventure, a look, a bird's eye view into the mind of man, to look at ourselves, to understand ourselves, to look within. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. The title of this video, proper, is Golden Body. The desire for transcendence. And as this video goes along, it'll be more clear and more of an understanding of our own mind, illuminating also the title of this video. As men, we desire to transcend, to go beyond the limitations that we have as men, as human beings, as mere mortals. We desire, many of us, to be more than human, to go beyond humanity. Now we seek this in a multitude of ways. Primarily in our own lives, we seek to do this through money. To live above others in a financial sense. To live above the crowd. To stand out above the crowd. Not all, but many of us. How many of you, how many of us dream about riches? How many of us venture inside the gym to get the physique, to push our bodies to its limitations, so that we may live above, physically, above other men? Competitiveness is indeed in our genes. You want to stand out from the crowd. You want to level up. And for many of us who don't have the dream body, the gym body, for many of us who don't have the finances to set us above the crowd, if you don't have one, imagine the feeling in your large SUV. Imagine the feeling of riding in your very large SUV. Almost a rolling house. Almost like a bus. And as you ride, you get to look down upon, from your elevated position, other drivers. And the feeling is a euphoric one. Because in some way, somehow, some form, we all seek, if we be honest, to transcend, to go above, to live above, to dominate, to be over others. Now, for us who don't have this luxury, for us who don't have this ability, for many of us, we live then in our own heads. We entertain fantasy, a fantasy of our own making. As boys, we live in a world of make-believe when we're young, desiring to be that in which we're not. The desire to be maybe your favorite, as a boy, superhero character. This is why Marvel movies and DC comics and DC movies have such an appeal to men above 20, above 30, above 40, and even 50s. Imagine your favorite DC or Marvel character. Take your pick. In fact, question for my beloved audience. Question. Which do you prefer, DC or Marvel? And what character, if you care to share in the comment section, what character from either do you identify the most with? I myself, I like the Hulk. I like the Hulk because of his unlimited strength, the rage that he exemplifies. I feel that same rage from time to time, and such rage cannot be released in the fashion in which I feel that would do it justice. I have a monster within me. And my second character, who I have been developing in a like and appreciation for, is Dr. Doom. Although evil, he is a very brilliant and powerful scientist, having not only brains, but physical power as well. He even built his own island to live in seclusion. Imagine that. I wish to be able to do the same. Of course, this is only fantasy. But isn't this expressly why so many of us are also into gaming? Because you desire to transcend what is natural, to transcend what is normal, to transcend limitations, physical, human limitations. As men, we want to be all powerful, don't we? Maybe with the exception of the beta blue pill male. As men, we need, as women do, to feel special, but not special in an area of affection like her, or necessarily attention like her, but for power. The desire for power, the desire for control. These desires lie at the core of our beings. Many of us do not want to follow. We want strength, we want power, we want control, we want influence, we want respect, fear, and to be God-like. Small g. Again, this is why so many of us are avid comic book fans, action movie fans, living vicariously through this fiction. It speaks deep into our desire to transcend time and space, power over ourselves, power over others. However, though, we live in a body limited, fragility, weakness abounding. We live in servitude to others for our life sustenance, in constant and desperate need of organic material to survive. Dependency on a system, dependency on others. Oh, how I wish to be free of these limitations. But although we cannot be superhumans, as red pill men realize now, that you have transcended. You are above the crowd. You have ascended above the programming of this society. Consuming the red pill, you do not submit in thought, action, or deed to the matrix, to this artificial societal construct. You view this construct as most adversarial to your own best self-interest. You do not follow the crowd, do you? This is why within you is a disdain, a great disdain for the blue pill world. We desperately want our fellow man to see this, to see the ills of society, to see that the whole society is constructed against him as a man. But you, oh red pill man, you are unique. Because not everyone can see through the veil. In fact, most cannot transcend the mind program. You are in rare company. This is why we gather here in the manosphere in general, whether you be Ibmo or Migto or any others. Because we have transcended and we want to share with like-minded individuals. Myself, personally, I walk around in my own mental construct. One of my own making, away from the crowd. And the mastermind of my own domain. The domain of my own mind. The domain of my own thinking. And in my own mind, I walk around adorned in a metallic body made mostly of gold, impervious to shaming, impervious to validation of all sorts, without a care and concern with the thoughts of others regarding myself. I have broken through the clouds. And if you haven't, this is therapy. I want you to do the same. To break through the clouds and the crowd. To put an end to blue pill thinking. To put an end to the simp mentality. To put an end to the simp gene in which we have inherited through our forefather Adam, the ultimate simp, disobeying the Creator for the approval, for the validation of the female. This is our journey. This is what we endeavor to do. We want to fill our soul with power, with strength. We want to live above the norm, above the mundane. We endeavor to be different. So on this channel, Most High willing, we will keep pushing. We will conquer our fears. We will conquer our insecurities. We will learn to value ourselves and create in our own selves self-worth and value. You are not a utility. You are not a servant. You are not your job title. You are not just your familial relations. You're more than any title placed upon you, any responsibility placed upon you. You're above most men. You are a red pillar. You have been enlightened. And those who haven't come full-fledged to this realization, those who listen to other content creators like myself, You are endeavoring to break the mold. You look within yourself and you realize you do not want to be like the rest. You want to travel and roll with the best. Being the best man you can be for you and not for others. Living for you and not for others. This is what therapy is about. Understanding you. Understanding the world in which we live. Seeking to be the best reflection of self that we possibly can be. Embracing true manhood. Embracing true freedom. Just sharing a few thoughts. Be encouraged. Stay strong, dear brothers. Black Ram 313. Out.